I'm going to talk about the non-degree program primarily, and then Professor or Dean Ioannidis will then discuss the online LLM program, though of course I'll reference it a bit throughout my presentation. I am involved in both programs. I've developed courses for the online LLM as well as the non-degree program, but I'll leave the LLM for Dean Ioannidis. So just to give you some highlights of the non-degree approach, our courses are 100% online. Both programs are 100% online. The big difference in the way that the courses are taught in the non-degree program is that they are offered in a condensed format, with most of the class minutes being live on Zoom. So we operate the class just like this webinar right now, where everyone joins on Zoom. We're all there at the same time, and you can ask questions. We can have a discussion in class. Of course, that means it's a compressed schedule, and we don't have quite as much time for some of the exercises that are done in the LLM program. And so the program, most of the students enroll in the program with the goal of taking the bar exam in the US. And so the program has been designed around that. We offer 26 credits of courses, which is the requirement for the DC bar if you have a qualifying first degree in law. I want to stress that we can't guarantee that any particular student will qualify for the bar exam, because there are other requirements, including obviously that you have a degree, a legal degree from another institution, that a foreign institution primarily, and then you also have to pass character and fitness. There are other requirements. We can talk to you about those, but it might be best to contact the bar directly if you have any questions. Another key benefit of the program, one way in which these two programs are bridged together, is that most of the courses are the same. So if you pass the courses in the non-degree program with at least a 3.0 GPA, which means that you're progressing at really a level of competence in the program, those credits will be fully counted towards your LLM degree, so that you will only need to take 2 courses, 4 credits to get the LLM degree. Our curriculum is all of the double bar tested subjects. And so they are the core courses that are the focus of the bar exam, though other subjects are taught, tested in the bar exam. And they are the same courses that you would have in a traditional JD program in the US in the first year or two. In this winter term, we are going to cover criminal law, criminal procedure, and evidence in that order, starting here in a few weeks. When I teach these courses, and my colleagues here at the University of Dayton, our approach largely follows this slide here. So whenever I teach a topic, regardless of the subject, whether it's criminal law or constitutional law, I start with the context, the background that you need to know to understand the law. I understand that students in the program are perhaps not as familiar with US history, with the US legal system, with the common law approach, and so we try to start from that level with those points in mind. Next, I lecture on the black letter law, the legal doctrine that you need to know to be successful in the course and to be able to pass the bar exam. After that, we cover case examples. I'll lecture on cases, and that is because we have a common law system where cases are incredibly important. It's important to know the cases, but it's also a good way to understand how courts engage in legal reasoning, and you can see in a very detailed way how the rules are applied. With that basis, background in the law, we then move on to hypotheticals, and in the form of multiple choice or discussion questions and end of unit practice essays. It's really important to work with hypotheticals because that is the way you are going to be tested. Law exams in the United States are always based on hypotheticals. Instead of asking you, how do you establish, or what is the rule for homicide or felony murder or something like that, the test would instead give you a fact pattern where there is a crime that occurs, somebody gets injured, and you have to evaluate what crimes were committed. And so we need practice working through those in both the multiple choice and the essay format.